And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Houston Astros.
And on the hill, Tyler Glasnow. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
Perhaps one of his best outings of the year last time out. Worked deep into the ball game, only gave up 3 hits. Today, he's going to try to do the exact same thing.
Just about to get started. Kyle Teal digs in now. And this one is off and running. The 0-2. That one to first. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the top of the first. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
This one in the air, center field. Bader moving under it. That's out number 2.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
And there's a strike. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
That one is upstairs.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
2 down, nobody on. That misses, and it's 3-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Payoff pitch. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
That one fouled off. Alvarez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next pitch downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Kirk to first. Throw not in time, and he's safe.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. There's the strike.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
2 on, 2 outs. And that is out of play. Out towards right center field. No one can get there. It falls in. In comes the first run of the game as the Red Sox take the lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
That one at the knees for a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Glass now back to work, the 0-1. Glass now ready and deals.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Red Sox 1. The Astros coming to bat. You're watching Astros baseball on the show, Houston. We go to the bottom of the first, and towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Brandon Sproat. What's the word on him?
Well, primary pitch is an outstanding sinker. It's hard to pick up out of the hand, but in the last few feet really has arm side movement. Tough pitch for hitters to get the barrel of the bat on.
Here is Matt Olson.
First baseman, number 28, Matt Olson. No, too low.
And the 1-0. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
That's in there, and it's 0-1. Judge with a homer in his last game. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the second game of the series. Line drive, base hit. And the stop sign goes up at third on the potential tying run.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting the guy from second to score.
Alejandro Kirk, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Runners on the corners, no outs. Ground ball could be 2. De La Cruz tossed to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Swings through the sweeper.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
What a stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. On to the second inning now from Daikin Park. The Red Sox on top, 1-1. This is Astros baseball on the show, Houston. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So stepping in for Boston, Jacob Marcy.
Ball off the plate.
That's a strike, and the count even 1-1. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts off the second with a double.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
That's in for a strike. Man at second. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Carrying well. Gone into the Crawford box is a home run. Gavin Sheets goes deep. His second of the year. And the Red Sox jump in front. It's 3-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Late with the swing there.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Here comes the 0-1. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the second. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Kirk to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Ball, that's down.
The 1-0. On the ground. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, George Springer. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. George Springer takes him deep. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 4-1.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one ran inside, almost got him. That just misses, and it's 3-2. Well struck right field. That one back there. And it is out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 5-1.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead, Michael Busch up next for the Red Sox.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count, and this situation will keep a close eye on his approach.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Astros 1. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Marcus Semien. Sproat making his first start of the year, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2023. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One, 2 now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
kind of muffed that strikeout pitch right there. And not sure if he got crossed up or tied up, but either way, good composure to recover and finish the out at first. That's a play you could easily panicked on and throw into right field.
On the ground, out to short. Fires in time.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Casey Schmidt. And that skips in the dirt. Popped up. And that is that. Nothing doing there for Houston. They're down 5-1. On to the third inning. So stepping in for Boston, Jose Altuve. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Takes it in for the out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
The 1-0. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Jacob Marcy. A double and a run scored his first time up. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Got him swinging for the K. Had him out front for strike 3. Red Sox go down quietly. They lead this one, though, 5-1. As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in for the Astros, Bryce Johnson. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. And a bunt towards third. And a foul ball. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that is cut on and missed. 2-2.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Johnson tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Makes the catch, one down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Okamoto went deep in his most recent game. Check swing called strike. Strike one.
Ball, no.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot. His second of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Matt Olson will hit next.
Ball, outside.
And the 1-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results. In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
The 2-1. Tap foul at the plate. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Struck him out swinging. Had him way out front of the slurve.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Rerun.
On the corner for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Astros get a run back here on the solo shot. It's now 5-2. Back here in Houston, out of the fourth. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
The 0-2.
Ball.
fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Sosa, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one catches the zone. 0-2 now.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Nothing doing for Boston. They're still out in front 5-2. Back here in Houston, at the plate is the Astros catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ripped to short. The throw to first, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Ball 1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The Astros trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And there's a base hit to left. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Astros.
Here's Marcus Semien. 0 for 1 so far. Up the middle, De La Cruz. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Astros 2. You're watching Astros baseball on the show, Houston. New inning getting started. So stepping in for Boston, George Springer. Glasnow back to work. Springer, 36 years old, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he won a World Series with the Astros in 2017. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
That was a special season for the Red Sox, Boog. I remember Boston took care of the Dodgers in 5 games to win the World Series, but it really wasn't a huge surprise after the Red Sox won a franchise record of 108 games during the regular season.
Oh, 1 down.
Ball.
Glasnow ready and deals. Rip to third. Sends it to first. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
For the Red Sox, first baseman, Michael Busch.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That'll be it for Glass now. And the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Giovanni Moran. This is his third time out this year. Michael Busch up next for the Red Sox. Ripped on a line to center. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the second inning.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Busch around third. He'll score easily. And they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And stepping in for Boston, Ellie De La Cruz, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
That's up.
Man on second, 2 down. This one in the air center field. Bader moving under this one. And that'll do it. Red Sox with an RBI double. Now a 6-2 ball game. Back here in Houston and stepping in for the Astros, Harrison Bader.
Well, these Astros just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Right through there for a strike. That's to third. Sosa. Long throw to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Astros, third baseman, Casey Schmidt.
The Astros down by 4. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. That misses the zone. Ball 3. On the ground to short. In time to Busch. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder, Bryce Johnson.
2 down, bases empty. Bryce Johnson up next for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Look out! And it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
Designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto.
D-Rod.
Quick toss to first, and he's back in on a dive. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike two.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. 2 on, 2 outs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Up the middle, De La Cruz. They get the force, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit.
Center fielder Jacob Marcy.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That one way inside. And now it's 1-2.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Left field. Into the dive, and he got it. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
That's ripped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman
Lenny Sosa up next for the Red Sox.
No, that's down.
The 1-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one kicks away from the catcher, and the runner stays where he is. Man at first, one away. That's in there. That's strike one. Fastball for a strike. Grounder might be two. Simeon to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. The Red Sox lead it 6-2. This is Astros baseball on the show, Houston. Bottom of the sixth, and stepping in for the Astros, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
No.
The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Jorge Alcala, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The 1-0.
Ball two. High.
Judge waits. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Set down on strikes. And that's four strikeouts.
Catcher Alejandro.
Ball one. Ball inside.
The Bo Sox leading by 4 here in the bottom of the sixth. Now fly ball to right center. Marcy on the move. 2 down.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames stands in. 1 for 2. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Ah.
And that one hammered and foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One and 2 here. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Astros 2. New pitcher now, Spencer Bivens.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
There's a strike at the knees. Schmidt tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder George Springer.
Here's George Springer. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And there's a foul ball. Here's 0-1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. That's the second out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
No, that's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
And that one is downstairs. And the count is 3-1. Line to left. And foul ball. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Down in order go the Red Sox. They lead it 6-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jorge Alcala.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's Marcus Semien. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Ball one there.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Here's a 1-1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. That one just misses.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Stays alive. Just missed. And they'll do it again. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So that removes their last challenge. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Close, but call the ball. And that's ball one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two. Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Still couldn't catch up to the good velocity, good run those last few inches through the zone.
Casey Schmidt up next for the Astros. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Ball.
So now 1-2. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. Now this is a rocket to left. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder Bryce Johnson.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Just a slow ground ball this time. Tosses to first. Inning over. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Astros 2. We go to the eighth. So stepping in for Boston, Michael Busch.
Yep.
And now the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Fastball right back to the mound. Over to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Catcher challenge, we'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And a 3-1 on the way. Right through there for a strike. And a payoff pitch. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Ball 1 low. Two down, nobody on. Strike on the inside corner.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Here's a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Astros 2. Now on the bump, Justin Slayton. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Leading off for the Astros, designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto.
This one in the air, right field. And that is foul. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
ground ball base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Astros.
Here is Aaron Judge. 1 for 3.
And Judge.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Andre Granillo preparing to come on if needed. The Astros down by 4 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Seeing if he could get Judge to chase right there. Now 1-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
That clips a corner. Olsen off of first with 2 away. Sliced hard but foul. Oh, and 2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. And the 0-2. Down low, it kicks away. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. That's smashed towards center. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. 9th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Astros 2. You're watching Astros baseball on the show, Houston.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jason Adam. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Adam is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. The 0-1.
Ball.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good. And you can see it in opposing hitters as well. They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Into center. Bader makes a nice running catch.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Gavin Sheets.
And first offering is fouled off. Out towards right center field. Simeon under it. And there are 2 outs.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
So stepping in for Boston, Lenny Sosa. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him. That's out number 3. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Astros 2. Back here in Houston. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Willie Adames. Right through there for a strike. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Ball.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Fought off foul. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty here in the 9th.
Ball.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Chopped out towards short. De La Cruz. And just one out remaining for Houston.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder Harrison Bader.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Justin Slayton is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Andre Granillo. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Astros down to their last out. Harrison Bader now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Pulls that one foul. The Astros down to their final strike.
Ball 2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's inside. Yeah, that one is inside, and it's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Marcy on his way over. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox even this series up at a game apiece. And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.